This is the craziest car I have ever bought.
Today, I'm gonna be reacting to the Stradman's car collection. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, he has so many cars, I'm not gonna cover all of them in this video. I'm just gonna cover the most noteworthy ones, starting with his bright red Audi TT.
This, of course, is the 2002 Audi TT Quattro.
Now, he had the Quattro model with the 6-speed manual transmission. What a great car to start out with. In fact, the Stradman even lived in his car for, I think it was over a year.
I'm gonna tell you guys about the time I was homeless, living out of this Audi TT for 58 days.
But as you'll soon see, his collection just goes up from there.
My new Lamborghini Gallardo, 2006, one owner, 9,000 miles.
This right here is arguably the most famous Lamborghini Gallardo on the internet. Stradman's bright orange, gated manual Lamborghini Gallardo. Now this thing has been with him for ages. To where it is now getting twin turbocharged somewhere in Illinois or something like that. But one of my favorite cars, and I think he's done some awesome stuff with it, some questionable stuff with it, like taking it to the snow. This is a car that has been with him for ages, and I don't think he's getting rid of it anytime soon.
I mean, this car is pretty much flawless. It's the perfect spec. I think this could be the car. Like,
I remember he got this soon after he had that orange Lamborghini, and straight away, as soon as he bought it, I remember watching the video, I was just like, why did you do that? Why would you buy that car? Transmissions from that era were just rubbish. Audi R8 can be a great, awesome car with the manual, with the 6-speed manual. I can't remember why he didn't go for it. I think he's the kind of guy who would have opted for that, but I can't remember why. I just think that that is a car that should have been avoided at all costs.
I have bought him this junky limousine, a 1982 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur.
I don't know what his motivation was behind this one. I guess he was just asking for some problems and a headache, because if anyone knows anything about vintage cars, vintage Rolls-Royces are the fastest way to lose all of your money to servicing and maintenance. These things are not reliable. Great and luxurious as they might be, it's like driving around in a leather armchair.
Oh, there's no power steering. There's a couple things broken on the limo. First and foremost, we have the low coolant light, and also the odometer is stuck at 106, 199.
Would I personally buy this car? Absolutely not. Last I checked, Stradman is selling his limousine. So if you would like to buy that, please hit him up. This has to be one of the most heavily modified Supras I think I've ever seen, especially being the fact that it's one of the newer Supras. Body kit, VF engineering tune. It was even featured at SEMA. It was at SEMA 2019 on the main stage. I know a lot of people loved it, and the white wheels were a real point of contention. What do you think? Are you a fan of the white wheels, or did you like how it was before?
We have the Ferrari F430 challenge car. That's right, boys. This is a thoroughbred Ferrari factory race car. I have bought this car, and I'm gonna put a Utah license plate on it legally.
This car was insane, loud, naturally aspirated. It was basically, I think it is just a race car for the road. I don't know how he got that registered. That definitely would not have been okay here in Oz, but what an amazing car. Super loud, super uncomfortable, just raw driving experience.
I am gonna get in so much trouble in this car. I will go to jail in this car.
That naturally aspirated V8 just screaming all the way to the red line. That thing is insane, I love it. And last but not least, the Stradman has just recently bought a Bugatti Veyron. Such a great looking car. That engine is a masterpiece, and the car is just beautiful, ridiculously expensive, ridiculously impractical. I think it's awesome. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with this Veyron. I mean, I think it's just gone in for its annual service, 50 grand. It can be upwards of 50 grand to maintain this thing. What an insane car. The key is like 10 grand. So if you lose a Veyron key, that's another 10 grand. It is one of the most ridiculous, opulent cars out there. And it's so cool to see him drive it and use it and actually enjoy the thing rather than leave it in a garage and let it collect dust. I've been watching the Stradman for a long time. My hat goes off to him. I think it's amazing how he's evolved over the years. And I think he's got a pretty cool collection of cars with a sprinkling of some interesting choices that I would definitely have avoided. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.